IMTE, I am taking profit as we push, okay? I am taking profit, area of entry, took some profit, pulled back down, added some because I was expecting the 200 moving average to hold, and therefore we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But I did take some profit around 1250, which coincide with this area. But of course, you know, price really started pushing and pushing and never looked back at this area of 2250. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. And what I'll be dealing with today and what I'll be talking about is going to be small price, low float stocks. Okay, and these stocks comprises of simple stock as much as 50 cents to $20 or even $33 or even $40. Okay, is because some of them have low float. However, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock in whatsoever. Now we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna get into it good. Now we talked about SPY last week. We talked about IWM last week. We'll also talk about what the market will really do in the coming weeks, right? So for now, before you, I have the beautiful map of large cap stocks and what they are doing. Okay, the market in general, because we have semiconductors here, they are pretty much red on the last week's trade, coupled with the banks and the insurance companies, and also specialty stocks as well as railroads and integrated sector. So now that we got this out of the way, you see what the market did right on Friday. Most of them are pretty much green, which is a positive note. Anyways, let's get into SPY. Let's see what SPY is looking like. SPY at this point is our spider ETF, okay, S&P 500 ETF. Right now it traded about 89 to 90 million shares. And at this point in time, we're looking for 20 exponential moving average crossing the 200. That is what is going on right now, and that indicates and signify and shows that the market is trying to push to the upside. This is bullish in nature. Whenever the 20 or the 50 crosses the 200 exponential moving out, a simple moving average, therefore the market is expected to push. That therefore the bullishness in the market is there. So keep an eye out and look for those strategic names, look for those names that you really like to hold for the long term and pick up those stocks. But for now, we're going to be dealing with the low price stocks and the low float stocks today. So I talked about it last week. I talked about SPY pushing right through the 455, okay, and we got to 460, 463 area, and then we rejected it because of the resistance that was posed around that area. So right now we're back down. We even failed the 455 down to 450, bouncing right off the 450, giving me this fantastic looking candle, right? At this point in time, I think this 450 is going to hold for the momentum push to the upside. Now, looking at 20 crossing the 200 moving simple moving average, I think we got a good deal and we got a good thing coming in the market. RSI is 57%, which is decent. MACD as well extended a little bit, but we need more volume to come in, and then we continue to push to the upside. Ultimately, in the market, we're looking at 200 moving average as a core support. If anything happened, then we're looking at 445, 446 as a support in the market to come. Overall, I'm looking bullish. I'm feeling bullish. I think we're bullish coming into next week and in the weeks to come. IWM as well, we're looking at IWM. IWM is also looking solid as well, because why? We got 20 crossing the 50 in anticipation for the retest and the move to the upside. Right now, we retested this trend. Every time a stock push to the upside or any ticker push to the upside, then we pull back to retest it. We just broke that trend and now we're retesting it for the move to the upside. So keep an eye out on these names. First stock is gonna be STRN. What are we looking at? What am I looking at? Okay, I need this to really coil back up to the upside. Okay, 225 will be a resistance spot. If that area breaks, then I'll be expecting more into 3. CELZ, this one right now, we're really trying to hold the 350 area spot. That spot, if that spot hold, guys, you know, this can push to the upside even beyond $5 or $7 on this name. So keep an eye out on this creative medical technology company. If I cannot post everything or analyze it here, I will do that on my stock tweet or on my Twitter account. CLVR, this one, we played this one really good, but we actually bought some, pushed to the upside, got 50 cents and got out of the trade because I really didn't want to hold this too much. The reason is because short sellers are really watching stocks like this. Okay, they see that every time the stock pop to the upside and fail, I think they expect the same thing to happen as well. So right now 250 230 is going to act as a support with this trend right here. So keep an eye out on that name. Looking at it as well, how this was CLVR short sale restriction. Look at what I talked about, you know, 260 250 260 break, you know, pick some up in anticipation of the break through this 280. We got to this 280 and just continue pushing higher. I said, you know, $3 is going to be that spot. $3 is going to be the spot, and guess what? We got right above $3, and I was like, man, we're beginning to chop right here. Stock pull back into VWAP, held VWAP, bounced right into this area, couldn't break through, couldn't push through, and pull back down to VWAP and retest VWAP again, which is this white line. And all of a sudden, we bounce again, tried to break through, we couldn't break through. Then short sellers came in and, you know, just started selling this all the way back down to even below 250. So right now, you know, I'm done with this trade. I'm not going back into it anymore. LGMK, this one right now, we are really choppy in this nature. $2 is going to act as a support. VINE, guys, right now we're looking for price to really push, and we are having issue with the 50 exponential moving average. I think this $4 area break, I think we should be all right to push into 5, and then the battle continues. I love wine, right? VINO. Right now we're looking at $2.40 break. We broke this, and now my expectation is for price to really push into $3 in the coming days. Because why? This 294 is our area of moving average resistance. So keep an eye out and see if price continue to push right into $3. ISPC as well. Right now we're pushing and pushing. We'll pull back to retest the 50 exponential moving average. That act as a support, guys. I expect 660 or even 675 in the coming days. GREE as well. This cut volume coming in. Look at how we broke this downtrend resistance right into the 50 exponential moving average. I expect this area to hold. If it doesn't hold, guys, then look for $10 as a natural support. But overall, I'll be looking for this to push into $14 in the coming days. TKAT as well. Volume came in, solid volume came in, and the short sellers, guess what? Look at where this time we popped to the upside. Short sellers took this back down. Expect short sellers to do the same thing again on TKAT. But overall, you don't go broke taking profit. However, this is an inverse head and shoulder pattern for the break and the push to the upside right through the 50 exponential moving average. Guess what? We rejected the $4 spot, which is a natural resistance. So right now we're looking at $3.50 or even $3 for support if short seller decided to attack this. But overall, your main picture should be price pushing into $5.50 or even $6 on TCAT. DATS, right now we are at the resistance level, which is this $3 area. Okay, if price can really break through, then we're looking at $4. But if not, then look for $2.25, $2.30 as a support if $2.50 doesn't hold, which is your area of natural support. So keep an eye out for this name as well. BLBX, guys, black box stocks right now we're breaking out of downtrend resistance, okay, which also coincide with that $3 spot. We pushed through into 200 moving average and got rejected, right? So look for price to consolidate around the $3 spot in anticipation of a move to the upside. So keep an eye out on that name as well. Next one is SGBX. SG blocks. What we're looking at, we broke downtrend into $2.75, which coincide with what? With our resistance area. So right now I'll be looking for price to really hold this level as a support. If price hold that level, then I'll be anticipating some move to the upside on SGBX. DLPN is also the same thing as the TKAT. Right now we're looking at $6 as a support. If that area doesn't hold, guys, $5.50 will come in handy. But overall, look for price push into the $7 or even $8 in the coming days. LGVN, we traded LGVN really good last Friday. Look at how price, 2 days, pretty much a 2-day trade, Thursday and Friday. I said, you know, price is really pushing through this area of resistance, and our 20 and 50 exponential moving average is what is crossing the 200, which is an indication of a bullish move to the upside. And price really did push and push and push, never look back into what, almost 17.50, which is our resistance area. $17, $17.50, which is our resistance area. Right now we pull back down. For now, $12.50 is going to act as our core support. Also looking at QLGN is another one. Volume is not really there, but I'm anticipating support around 60 cents, 65 cents in anticipation of the move and push towards 75 cents or even $1 in the coming days. So keep an eye out on that as well. MULN as well. This is Net Element International. At this point we're looking at inverse head and shoulder move to the upside. Right now look for 50-20 exponential moving average to act as a support, which is, you know, your 240-250 area. If price really holds, then this downtrend will going to break it for sure. But for now, look for price to really hold and then continue to move. Also, who doesn't like chicken soup, right? Chicken soup for the soul of entertainment, CSSE. Right now, look at how we broke past, you know, just really push through this downtrend resistance, right? So at this point, $10 is going to act as a support if price decide to push back down. Okay, if not, then look for the break of $12, which is our resistance area. So keep an eye out on the soup. IMTE, I am taking profit as we push. Okay, I am taking profit. Area of entry, took some profit, pull back down, added some because I was expecting the 200 moving average to hold, and therefore we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But I did take some profit around 1250, which coincide with this area. But of course, you know, price really started pushing and pushing and never looked back at this area of 2250. Also decided to take some profit because why? It's also coincide with this trend as well. But of course, price decided to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to the upside. Right now, guys, you know, 35 area is acting as a resistance as well as that 40. So we just shot through into 40 area and then back down. Okay, so right now 35, if $35 hold as a resistance, I'll be expecting this to pull back down into 1750 20 or 1750 area. Because why? I'm looking at this area right now. See how the RSI really, you know, in the overbought area, and then we just pull lower, and right now we're in the overbought territory again. So keep an eye, play cautiously, and see how this pan out. WEI as well. Right now we're breaking downtrend. We really did break downtrend in even also the 50 exponential moving average into almost 250. Rejected that area, rejected, you know, the 50 exponential moving average, and back down to support, which is what? Our downtrend level. So this is going to act as a support for now. Overall, look for momentum push to the upside. TISI as well, we're just going and going and going. Inverse head and shoulder, push through our support and fill up this gap, guys. We filled up the gap, and right now, if this 250 245 area doesn't hold, I'll be looking for price back, pull back into retesting the $2 zone and then bounce to the upside. IINN. Right now we're looking for support around 250 on that name. HOUR as well, $3 is going to act as our support. For now we're finding resistance around 350, which also coincide with our 20 and 50 exponential moving average. Also CYRON, this is short attack. Right now price is to hold the $3 in the coming days, so keep an eye out on that as well. CENN, we're looking at support around this $2, which is our 20 exponential moving average. See how we couldn't pass through the 50 exponential and then pull back down to the 20. So 20 right now is going to act as our support, because why? I can see that this area acted as a resistance earlier. So right now I'm expecting that area to act as a cool support. BKKT as well, this one is another one to keep an eye out. 20 is exponential moving average. See if that area can hold. $6 spot can hold. If it holds, then we're looking for a break of this downtrend into $10 or $10.75. Kala. KALA as well, 50 exponential is going to act as a support with your area as $1.25 at the moment. YTEN, YTEN as well, right now we're rejecting the 200 moving average. All right, so if price can really consolidate around this area with volume to come in, I'll be expecting more to the upside. See how the volume is really low, so keep an eye out on that. ENSV as well, $2 is going to act as a support if the oil market didn't, you know, pan out the way people expect it to do. SNTG, right now we're looking at $1 support. If $1 doesn't hold, then we're looking price pull back to the 90 cents, but for now $1 is going to act as our natural support. AEROC as well, we're looking for price to really hold this $4 spot as a support if price pull back, but overall I'll be looking for price push into $6 in the coming days as well. ACB, this is the weed one, the cannabis side. Right now we're looking at $3.75 as a support. ROKDA right now, see how price really did push to the upside, only to reject that spot back down to 200 moving average. We couldn't hold this area, couldn't hold this trend, and all of a sudden back down to the 50 exponential moving average. I expect this area to act as a support for the move to the upside. Overall, this can really push. AMPY as well, right now $6.30 is your area. If we can break to $6.30, $6.50, I think momentum will come in to push this to the upside. But for now, we are breaking this uptrend line, so keep an eye out, see if this 550 doesn't hold. If it doesn't hold, then we'll be looking for price pull back to $5. Agri as well, AGRI right now $3 is your support. TROKA as well, right now this $1 is going to be our support. If this immediate support of 20 exponential moving average 107, 107 doesn't hold, then look for price to really pull to that $1. But for now, I think this has a beautiful coiling looking nature to push to the upside. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. The remaining chat, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter account and in my stock tweet, so keep an eye out on those as well. Thank you for your time. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. If you have any questions, concern, email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.